Hey guys, welcome back to Nekopara Volume 3. This is TGR Gamer Girl signing on. So, in the last episode, we basically saw their antics at the amusement park. And we actually got to hear Maple sing. And now she's all, like, mopey and stuff. That's the best you're gonna get, really.
おい、あれは一体何なんだ？最近ずっとあの調子でうぜえんだけど。
お客さんがいるときは割と普通なんだけどね。
At least she's not letting it keep her from doing her job.
恋だよ。あれはきっと恋。ため息が多いのは恋って聞いたことあるもん。
Not always, Chocolate, but maybe.
ほう、よしよし。ショコラはほんと愛おしい。よし。
Oh, hi, Cinnamon.
じゃあここは私に任せて。めいちゃん、めいちゃん。何？
Okay. I love these little chibi moments. Sometimes they're the best.
今日はね、今日はとってもいい天気なんだって。雲一つない青空なんだって。へえ、そうなの。暖かくていいわね。めいちゃん。今日の東京平均株価は調子いいんだって。
Do you really think she's gonna be interested in the stock market?
そうなの。投資家が喜ぶわね。他にはね。もんしな、さっき任せろって決まってたけど、一体なんだり
Yeah,
ゃ。
really. Like, what did you honestly expect that to work? Like, yeah, the weather, fine, but stock market? How did you ever think that was going to work?
シナモンは謎多き猫だからね。実際よくわからない。めいちゃん。
And she's trying even more.
ペンギンって実は膝を折って歩いてるんだって。だから足伸ばすと実は足めちゃくちゃ長いんだって。へえ、そうなの。じゃあ足伸ばして歩けばいいのにね。
Okay, this is too cute.
猫舌って舌の歯茎に舌先を隠して飲むと熱いの飲んでも舌やけどしないんだって。そうなの。冷ませばいいじゃない？見て見て。ここに適温95度の入れたての紅茶を用意したんだ。めいちゃんほどじゃないけど私も熱いの苦手だから実験してみるね。こうやって舌を歯茎の裏にしまって敏感な舌先が熱いのに触れないようにして飲むんだよ。敏感な舌先を隠して。舌先は敏感だから。
I should have known this was going to go here.
とても敏感だから。熱いのから隠して。そういうのやめた方がいいわよ。一応営業中なんだし。
びっくりするくらいノーリアクションだよ。
Yeah, now that's a problem. Maple usually reacts whenever she gets perverted.
シナモンお姉ちゃんが不憫だよ。
Again, with that exclamation point, just right there.
よくわかんないけど、ショコラは頑張れる念を送るよ。頑張れー、シナモンちゃん頑張れー。いい？めいちゃん、このまま一気に熱いの？いやー！
Oh, Maple is just like Maple's face is just like, what did you expect? And what did you expect, you Baka-chan?
シナモン、ルーちゃん。
And it's not a good drool.
汚いわね。そうなるに決まってるじゃない。いくらお人よしの歌唱でも店の商品をおもちゃにしてたらクビにされるわよ。
She just burned her mouth.
モンシナがあれだけ体張ってんのにノーリアクションかよ。
鬼畜、メイプルは鬼畜。
かわいそう。シナモンお姉ちゃんがかわいそう。
頑張れー、シナモちゃん頑張れー。
The shop is pretty crazy despite the lack of customers. I wonder why.
よし、こんなもんかな。
Oh, Maple, are you on your break?
はーい、お先にいただいてます。
Her reply is cold and deliberate. A nail file and nail polish rest on the table. Are you doing your nails?
まあね、爪の手入れするとすっきりするのよね。形が悪いと気になってしょうがないし。
Maple raises her hand to examine her nails as she speaks. I guess that's just a thing catgirls do. That's something any woman that that's usually something a lot of women do. Like personally, I don't do the nail polish thing. I find it very annoying. Except to peel it off. I like peeling it off. And I hate the feeling of nail files. I just absolutely hate nail files. But I know quite a bit of women that do the nail polish and the nail files. My mom still does the nail filing, but she stopped doing the nail polish. It's like she's sharpening her nails because she's angry or something. As I ponder the mysteries of these cat girls, I fill a kettle with hot water and bring out the tea leaves. So, you've been kind of zoning out a lot lately. Is anything wrong?
別にどうもしませんよ。
Don't get me started. Well, I'm worried anyway.
だからなんでもないってば。
Now what do I do? I feel like she's been acting strange since we came back from the amusement park. But what am I supposed to do if she won't talk to me about it? Silence. I'm not much of a talker in the first place, but if she's upset about something, I can't leave her alone. Is she going to quit? With a troubled mind, I begin preparing the tea leaves I just brought out.
歌唱はさ、
I turn to her.
なんでケーキ屋なんてやろうと思ったの？
She stares at the now perfectly manicured and polished fingers, zoning out again. Her voice was flat and emotionless. Why?
だってさ、実家だって結構な和菓子屋の老舗なんでしょ？昔から修行だなんだって結構厳しくやらされてたらしいじゃない？それなのに家を出てまでなんでわざわざケーキ屋だったの？
She stares at me, her gaze unassuming. Why, huh? Well, a lot of reasons.
いろいろね。別に話したくないならいいけど。
She's not pursuing it, instead just idly resting her chin on one hand while fiddling with her phone and with the other. So why did she ask the question then? I honestly have no idea what she's thinking. She must have had something in mind, but
じゃあさ、歌唱って猫好きなの？
do I like catgirls?
猫じゃなくて猫。私たちのこと。
I mean, yeah, I do, but
ああ、そういう意味じゃなくて、猫にしか浴場できない人って意味で。
excuse me? Well, let's see. I have chocolate, vanilla, coconut, azuki. You tell me. The hell is she getting at bringing up something like that? I have absolutely no clue what her aim is with this.
いっぱいいるじゃない、恋猫が。だから、猫しか好きになれないのかって思っただけ。
No, that's not it at all. I never expected to have catgirls as my partners. Much less 4 of them, but I keep that part to myself. Yeah. I like how Azuki's the only one, like, not so sure about this. Each of them has their own charms, though, right? There's no way I could rank them. Everyone seems to be fine with it, too, so I groan in bewilderment.
ふーん。まあ、あんたはそんな感じよね。
Huh?
別に猫だからとか人だからとかって感じじゃないもんね。
What? Oh! That's... I mean, I guess so. Maple puts her phone back in her pocket and stands up.
変なこと聞いて悪かったわね。休憩上がるわ。お先。
That... Maple, what's with her? She's leaving, and I'm still as confused as when all this started. Dumbfounded, I stare at Maple's back as she exits the room.
休憩いただきます。
Hi, Cinnamon. Oh, Cinnamon. Is Maple relieving you?
はい、めいちゃんと交代です。
Cinnamon gently lowers herself down onto the sofa. I pour some hot water from the kettle and place a cup of black tea in front of Cinnamon.
ありがとうございます。すみません、わざわざ。
Don't worry about it, I wanted some tea too. I was going to have extra anyway, even if you hadn't come along. She nods at me, smiling. The two of us quietly begin to sip our tea. Then we return our cups to their saucers, each one making a little clack as we set them down. Now Cinnamon is sighing? What's wrong? I never hear you sigh.
ごめんなさい。今のはため息じゃなくて、その、そう、漏れ出た喘ぎ声っていうか。
Come on, you think I'm gonna buy that? I know when you're really drooling, girl.
そうですよね。ちょっと無理がありましたよね。
Another sigh. That one was even deeper. The two of us both take another sip of our tea. Cinnamon glances at me, her head slightly lowered.
めいちゃんが最近元気ないから。
She takes another small sip. Ever since we went to the amusement park, right? She inclines her head in a slight nod.
歌唱さんのパソコン、お借りしてもいいですか？
My computer? I hand my laptop over to her. She deftly navigates to a web page and then turns the laptop toward me.
これ、見ていただけますか？
Before that. That is a really nice, beautiful CG of Cinnamon. This is displayed on the screen is a video of Maple singing on the stage. This is from the other day, isn't it?
はい。これのコメント欄なのですが。
She scrolls down so I can see the comments. That catgirl is cute. I didn't know there was such a cute catgirl around. This catgirl is so good at singing. The comment section is mostly filled with variations of those things. What is all this? It looks like she's gotten pretty popular.
そうですね。私もそう思います。でも、
Cinnamon takes a breath before continuing.
めい ちゃんは猫としてしか見られてないことを気にしてるんじゃないかなって本人に確認したわけじゃないから多分なんですけど。
She technically is a cat girl, but just a cat girl? Just a cat girl. Okay, yeah. I think I can understand that. There have been times where people have called me just a girl. And because of that, they wouldn't let me do certain things. I know that feeling. It's like the whole stereotype. You're just a girl, you can't be a gamer. You're wrong. Gamers are genderless. Not genderless, but they can be any gender they want. Like me. I consider myself a gamer. Not a hardcore one, mind you, but a gamer nonetheless. I mean, I'm nowhere near casual either. But let this be proof that no matter what gender you are, you can be a gamer. She furrows her brow in frustration. So she's worried about being seen as just a cat girl, huh?
じゃあさ、歌唱って猫好きなの？別に猫だからとか人だからとかって感じじゃないもんね。
Maple's words echo in my mind.
昔もこんなことがあったんです。
It has? She nods, her mouth contorting into a pained smile.
めいちゃんは昔は歌うことが大好きだったんですけれど、歌唱さんも見てましたよね、昔の動画。
The video I'd watched back at the amusement park. I nod to Cinnamon.
あの動画はいろんなコメントがついてたんですけど、いいことも悪いことも猫だからっていう評価がショックだったみたいで。
All because of the world cat girl, huh? Even if they have good things to say, they still call her cat girl. Even if they have mean things to say, they still call her cat girl. She said she wanted to be a singer. It would have definitely been a shock for the young Maple in that video. She's proud by nature, so it's not hard to imagine.
だけどこの間のことがあってからなんだかずっとぼーっとしてて。
And whenever you ask what's wrong, she just dodges the question, right?
はい。
So that's what's been going on. It looks like this video has been circulating a lot since it was uploaded. A lot of people left comments on it. It seems to have an endless parade of comments like the one Cinnamon showed me.
私はまためいちゃんが楽しそうに歌ってる姿が見たいって思ってて、でも余計なことをしてめいちゃんを傷つけちゃったのかなって。
She hangs her head, turning her eyes away from me. She breathes out a long, long sigh. In response, I gently bop her on the head. You really do like Maple, don't you, Cinnamon? You're more like best friends than sisters.
親友？
She looks up at me with a wide-eyed expression. You are sisters, but your relationship isn't like coconuts and adzuki's. It's not like chocolas and vanillas either. I guess you could say that you two are on equal ground with each other. You're like two friends who really get along. They're not like coconut and azuki, where one is clearly the older sister and the other is the younger one. And they don't cling to each other like chocolate and vanilla do. But I do remember Maple always seeming troubled. Always trying to help out somehow. Worrying about whether or not the results of her actions would be good or bad. It just seems like the kind of relationship that only really close friends have. That's what I mean.
そうですね。私とめいちゃんはそんな感じかも。いえ、 私はめいちゃんの親友でいたいってそう思います。
She furrows her brow again and then smiles at me, but her smile seems a little ashamed. I give her another gentle pat on the head. I'm worried about Maple too. I'm going to see if I can get any clues from her. I'm not much of a negotiator though, so I don't know how much success I'll have.
カシオさんならきっと大丈夫だと思います。めいちゃんのことお願いしてもいいですか？
Sure, I'm going to try to talk to her a little too. I nod to her. Maple and Cinnamon are both part of my family. I want to do everything I can to help them. That's the honest truth.
あとですね、ちょっと話は変わるんですけど、このパソコン休憩中お借りしてもいいですか？
She fidgets embarrassed. I don't mind, but why?
ちょっと調べ物したいことを思い出しまして。
Is this gonna be good or bad? Oh, what?
別に変なことじゃなくてですね。
Hentai.
でもちょっと家だと調べられないっていうか、
Am I right? Is it hentai?
一人の時に見たい、調べたいことっていうか、変なことじゃないんですよ。
So hentai.
ちょっとした知的好奇心って言いますか？
Hentai! Do that at your own house. I take my laptop away from the panting Cinnamon.
にゃーん、カシオさんが私を信じてくれない。ちょっとだけ休憩時間をエンジョイしたかっただけなのに。
Yeah? And what was it you were planning on enjoying?
その蔑むような視線もまた。
You really don't break character, do you?
はい、これが私ですから。
And I was just coming to think of her in a new light. Well, I guess this is what the announcer meant. She is, as usual, a slightly bothered-looking catgirl.
ネコパラ。
I was a bit late because I used the toilet. Excuse me. So, what do you think? Although, for once I used a kind of tea leaf we don't usually have.
使わないリーフの取り扱いがいくら充実しててもね。うちは別に紅茶屋じゃないんだから、抑えるべき銘柄があればいいんじゃない？
Maple shrugs, waving her hand dismissively.
そもそもケーキ屋に紅茶の営業に来るって時点で話がずれてるでしょ。あんたのケーキより紅茶前に出したって意味ないんだから。
Actually, I don't know what kind of plans you had after this, so... And there's a place nearby I figured we could poke our heads into. Are we going to dress her up just like we did Azuki?
そんなもん。
There's some that's sold by this new tea shop. I leave closing the store to the others while my secretary of tea and I walk home. I steal a glance at Maple as we walk side by side. Maple seems no different from usual. Though I can't say whether usual is downcast or just cold. She's doing her work, but I can tell she's not putting in a ton of son of a bitch virus and threat to protection. Thank you for letting me know that there are no threats. And it's scanned 2 times, holy crap. She's doing her work, but I can tell she's not putting in a ton of effort. Because she's a cat girl. I remember what Cinnamon told me earlier this evening. I make another glance at Maple's face.
何よ、さっきからジロジロ人の顔見て、やたら視線感じて気になるんですけど。
She turns her head just enough to look at me out of the corner of her eye. Oh, no, it's nothing in particular, just... My attempt to lie gets caught in my throat midway. Now I'm not sure what to say. I look away from Maple, who seems upset, and turn my gaze toward the night sky. My bad. Yeah, right. That's right.
何よ、一人で納得して。
Nah, it's just because I'm not great at catching small details. I wonder if I can just ask it straight.
何を改まって。
She stares at me, her head cocked suspiciously. I turn my head back toward her and meet her gaze. You know that video from when you were a kitten when you said you wanted to be a singer? Why was that?
そういうことね。
She idly runs a hand through her hair and lets out an exaggerated sigh. Maple's probably guessed what I really want to ask about by now.
恋猫でもない私に残業させるとか。何かあるのかと思ったら、そんなこと聞きたかったの？
What kind of person do you take me for?
バニラ風に言うなら、エロパティシエ？
Lovely. Now she's... Vanilla, you're a bad influence.
4匹も恋猫のいる。
Well, that's... It's not wrong, though, so I shut up. I'm not making her work overtime because I want to start a love affair, though. Still, I've got enough common sense to know that with 4 cat companions, I'm not really convincing anyone. I turn my gaze away from Maple and look up at the night sky.
まあ、それは別に本人らが満足してるんだからいいけどね。私が口出すことじゃないし。
She glances at me with mischievous eyes and a wry smile. Is she the one who's unhappy? I hear her grunt before looking up at the sky with me.
見たでしょ？あの動画。私がいくつの時だと思ってんのよ。あんな子猫の頃の馬鹿げた夢なんて、とっくに忘れたわ。
Her tone is wistful. Her answer is blunt and unaffected. But you still think about it now, don't you? Her expression stiffens. But she quickly relaxes, and when she speaks again, it's in that same aloof tone.
なわけないでしょうが。ちょっとチヤホヤされたくらいで勘違いする年だとでも思ってんの？そもそも猫が夢とかバカなこと言ってんじゃないわよ。
Maple? The compliments on the video all said something similar. Because she's a cat girl. I can see that one word weighing down on Maple. But everything she said just now seems so hollow. I'm not sure she believes it herself. If that's true, then how'd you get so good at singing? I stop in my tracks and hurl the question at her.
歌唱。
She turns to me. Seeing her eyes widening, I continue without hesitation. There's no way you could get that good without practicing. Her brow furrows with unease, and she casts her gaze downward. The casual air that surrounded her when we were side by side is nowhere to be found. At the bottom of my field of vision, I notice her wringing her pale, slender hands. I step toward her and pat her slumped head. The people who eat my cakes. I'm always happy to see their smiles. She raises her head. What you asked me before. That's why I wanted to become a pâtissier.
歌唱。
Talking about myself is a little embarrassing. A reluctant smile drifts onto my face and I continue. Ever since I was little, my dad told me that I'd be studying to make Japanese sweets. I never considered that I had any other choice. So I did as he said and studied how to make Japanese sweets.
歌唱。
She doesn't say anything else. Maple stares right at me, waiting for me to continue. Since my family has some ancient traditions, my upbringing was pretty strict. Playing with friends, club activities, hobbies. I had to forego all of them for the sake of studying the family trade. Well, not that I regret all that. Even after all this time, I still don't. I can't make the bitter smile on my face go away. Maple's eyes are as wide and bright as the moon at this point, but I keep going. But one day, I went to a patisserie. By myself. Everyone there looked so happy eating their cake. Everyone. Even those who might be austere or sad otherwise. Every single customer had a smile on his or her face. I recall the memories of that visit. and I give voice to even the parts I had locked away in my heart. Before, I was completely focused on my family's trade and saw nothing else. Then, someone asked me, "Why is it that you're making these sweets?" Back then, I really didn't know what I had been doing up until that point. I struggled with it, but I decided that I wanted to be like that person. I wanted to make something that could put a smile on everyone's face when they ate it. Even that, enough that I was willing to give up all that I had worked so hard and so long for. Maple's expression hardens, and I watch her ears turn toward me to take in every word. So I give voice to every last sentiment. My dad, as well as the others around me, said many harsh things to me. But I knew I had to be true to myself. I decided to turn toward my own dream, no matter what those around me thought.
箇所
I caused a lot of trouble for Shigure and our mom, and I did some incredibly dumb things. Maybe there could have been a brighter future for me somewhere along the line, but right now, I'm happy. This time, my smile isn't bitter or reluctant. The smile I show Maple is one that reflects my true feelings. Before I know it, Maple's fingers, which she had clasped together so tightly, have loosened up.
バカね。あんたも。不器用ってのがあんたらしいけど。
Still, if I thought my dream was stupid, I wouldn't have followed it. We each let out a chuckle. I put my hand on Maple's head one more time. That's why I plan to listen to what others have to say. That's why I couldn't just leave you alone, Maple.
箇所そうね。あんたの言う通りかもね。私も自分で思ってるよりもバカなのかも。
Her smile is completely devoid of the mischievousness I saw earlier. With renewed vigor, she straightens up, standing up to her full height.
あんたって本当におせっかい焼きね。
I couldn't stop if I wanted to.
そうね。性格はなかなか治らないわよね。
Everything that just happened seems like it took place in a dream. Maple laughs, sounding more relaxed than usual.
好きなことなんて誰かのためにやるものじゃないのよね。人だからとか猫だからとかそんなの何も関係なくて。
Maple sounds like she's trying to convince herself of that. I nod to her in agreement. She raises her head and replies with a small nod of her own.
私は私らしく生きるわ。こそこそしてたのがバカみたい。あんたの話だけでそう思えちゃう単純さが怖いけど、でもちゃんと覚えとくわ。ありがとね、カショ。それとシナモンも。
Huh? Cinnamon? Maple turns and I follow her gaze. Hi, Cinnamon!
めいちゃん、なんで？
気づいてないとでも思ってたの？うち出てからずっとついてきてたのなんか気づいてたし。
ちゃんと慎重にしてたのに。
Cinnamon reluctantly drags herself out from hiding. Cinnamon, were you following us the whole time?
そのめいちゃんとカシオさんが気になっちゃって。別にエッチなことを想像したんじゃないですよ。本当にただただめいちゃんが心配だっただけで。
わざわざ断らなくてもそんなこと思ってないわよ。カショウのこともどうせシナモンの入れ知恵でしょ。
それは別に入れ知恵ってわけじゃなくて、
Sure.
どうしたらいいかわからなくて相談したっていうか、
別に怒ってないでしょうが、まったく。
Maple tenderly pats Cinnamon's head.
ありがとね。気にかけててくれて。それと、この間も、また歌うきっかけくれて、ありがとう。
She smiles awkwardly. Nonetheless, She's direct with thanking Cinnamon.
めいちゃん。よかった。よかったよ。めいちゃんに嫌われちゃったかと思って心配だったから。
嫌わないわよ。あの程度のことで。ずっと一緒にいるんだからわかるでしょうが、そのくらい。
でも
Cinnamon starts to sob uncontrollably, and Maple pulls her into a hug, comforting her. Their relationship is so sweet. Without an ounce of hesitation, I smile at the two catgirls and pet them both.
歌唱もありがとね。しぐれには自分から相談してみるわ。
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Maple's face lights up in a smile as she nods to me. I pat both of their backs. Now, how about we head home?
そうね。帰りましょう。
めいちゃん、歌唱さん。
シナも鼻水超出てるから。もうメソメソしてないでちゃんとしなさいってば。はい、ティッシュ。
ごめんなさい。
はいはい、怒ってないから泣かないの。
It feels like we've all gotten a little closer to each other. Side by side, the three of us head home to where the others are, waiting for us.
歌をちゃんと勉強したい？
I'm actually going to end the episode here. So, in the next episode, well, we're going to continue, obviously. Till then, this is the Game Girl signing off. Bye bye.